There is an ancient proverb.
The pupil is ready, the master will appear. It will take dedication, it will take time.
This is Desiree Duvernay welcoming you to Nelson Medicine. We're talking about healing, we're talking about life force, the basic life force, and all the different names that it's known by, Prana, Shakti, all these different names, the life force, the living energy.
Nutrient therapy is supplying essential nutrients for health, where drug therapy is supplying a stim or sedative to a biological process.
So the nutrient therapy is supplying the vitamin, the mineral, the air, the water, and that's for health, so that your body will work better. Where the drug therapy is supplying a stimulant, a sedative to a biological process. So coffee is a drug therapy. You're getting a stimulant, whereas getting orange juice is a nutrient therapy, providing vitamin C and water.
Synthetic drugs are denatured and work by inhibiting or blocking nature.
Synthetic drugs, mostly work by inhibiting. You have antipyretics to stop fever. You have monoamine oxidase inhibitors. You have calcium blockers. You have potassium blockers. You have things that are meant to block action in the synaptic cleft. And these things produce side effects, huge side effects that create a problem because they're unnatural. And when you get to cancer, they're basically using poisons to hope that they kill the cancer before they kill you. And now, recently, the doctors are starting to use immunotherapy for cancer, but don't they realize they're using unnatural, denatured synthetics? They're still not working with nature.
Today we are going to talk about the life force, Vita V, the divine spark of life, the breath of life.
Spirit, soul, psyche. And the neg entropy, because it works against entropy.
Vita V is Latin for life force.
In dealing with our nutrient therapy, we have to look at the elements of the body. We're going to find all the different atoms. And there's 60 different elements that can affect us. And many of these are essential and trace small amounts, trace elements. These trace elements are definitely part of life. We need them. We need to have them. Because if we're just missing one nutrient, one vitamin, or if we're missing one trace element, our bodies will go into crave mode.
Crave mode. This happens when your body misses just one nutrient and you start to search. Your body is trying to replace that nutrient. Is the nutrient in an ice cream, in a cake, in a candy bar? No. This is when weight gain starts happening because you start craving bad foods.
You're always hungry because you're just missing one nutrient.
If you are deficient in C15 or pentadeclic acid, you could find that in buttermilk, the KFC coleslaw, because it's rich in high fiber, packed with vitamins, especially with vitamin K, full of antioxidants for anti-aging.
So if you're just deficient in that one nutrient, carbon 15, which now almost everybody is deficient in, it's an anti-aging compound as well, but that will set you into crave mode. So we need to get the full range of all of our nutrients.
Do not eat the fast food chicken boiled in oil. Eat the coleslaw.
So in order to get all of the different fatty acids, I came up with the fatty acid liquescence. Now there's 88 different fatty acids needed by the body. Some of them are essential, you must take them in. Others that are made by the body. But I put all of these into a fatty acid liquescence so you'd be able to get all the fatty acids that you need.
In order for us to keep up our health, our chi, the nutrients and the vitamins are highly needed.
Now, I came up with the Vita V formula, getting all of the trace minerals, etc., from all different places around the world, that very, very small trace minerals, some of the trace vitamins. So we'd be able to come up with a supplement that just a couple of drops a day in a glass of water would help to get you all the nutrients that you need for health. Now, homeopathy dealt with these minerals, macro and micro, trace, etc., in different ways what was known as the cell salts. And we have the Schussler cell salts. So here I have given you some of these in a little bit of a way to get the basic preview. And in the rest of this course, we're going to be talking about the homeopathic use of the cell salts and the different ways of dealing with them. We're going to be talking about some of these different minerals and different constituents in the human body and how homeopathy can help to trigger health.
Potassium phosphate, which I have nicknamed the attitude adjuster, is a single visible sign of deficiency, and that is indents on the outside corners of the eyes. As shown in the photo on the right, this is an extreme case. Doesn't have to be this deep in order for it to be identified as a potassium phosphate deficiency. Potassium phosphate works mainly upon the brain and nerves. It is indicated in a wide range of behavioral issues, including addictions, brain fog, claustrophobia, inability to commit, and even linked to the cheaters, but also should be considered in all cases of neuralgia.
Phos is a great nerve remedy. Deals with the weak and tired, especially adapted to the young. It also has effects when there is disturbance of the sympathetic nervous system, conditions arising from nerve power, neurasthenia, mental, physical depression. They're improved with this remedy. Relief of the symptoms of stress, nervous tension, occasional sleeplessness, headaches. And also for the chilly who are worse with cold, depletion, fatigue, worse at night, and hypoglycemia. It's this course that we put together for you on homeopathy and trace minerals.
We were trying to teach you some important nutrients, supplements, vitamins, and what to look for,
In our machine, we're able to make this much more easily used so that you can develop it and use it. Take more of our courses from Immune.